Hi friends! A little video on some things I've been thinking about as they pertain to love and relationships. Let's see, where to start. I've been through a lot. I know I'm only 18, but I feel like through my past experiences, I've experienced love, the pain, the heartache, and more pain and more heartache. As I'm searching for someone, I guess unconsciously, I'm just wondering if I'll ever actually find love. When you look around in society, love is doomed. Love has no chance in this world. Relationships have no chance at all to survive. You turn on the radio, you hear songs like, "Oh, it ain't nothing, cut that bitch off." Everybody's walking around saying F love, and cheating is rewarded. Being a player is glorified. Divorce is so common now, and just people just completely disregarding others' feelings. And males and even females without feelings want to be them, and so many people think it's cool to just play with people's emotions and be the man and stuff like that. And it's just what? What's the point? When was that okay? When did this happen? Then I also look at society and I look around and I see successful relationships, and I see people who are genuinely in love, and I see couples in the supermarket or anywhere, and they're really old and they've been together forever and they really love each other. And it's wow, love still does exist. What gives me hope. Then even biology is against us, even evolution is against love. Okay, so time for a little bio lesson. Reproduction is what the body wants, and the only way you reproduce is by having sex. Inevitably, nature and evolution is going to choose for things that favor that and favor the chances of reproduction and stuff like that. Odds are against females. When females have sex, they experience all these emotions and they think they're in love and stuff like that. It's not love, it's hormones, and that's all because what the body wants is reproduction. Females being the ones who bear the children and are the source of the offspring, it's important for them to be emotionally attached to somebody who can give them the resources to have a baby, if you know what I'm saying. So if females just go around and they don't get attached, and okay, say they have sex once and they don't get pregnant, and then they're just done with the man, that's not increasing chances of survival, that's not increasing reproductive success. So, but then on the other hand, if females have sex with someone, okay, they didn't get pregnant, but now they're emotionally attached, they're going to go back to that source, that guy, and they're going to keep having sex. That's going to increase the chances of having offspring, and thus increase the reproductive success. It's important for guys to maximize the species' reproductive success as well, and that's not going to happen if you're stuck with one female the whole time. It's going to be having sex with as many people as possible. This is biologically speaking. I don't agree with it, but yeah. That also explains why males don't catch feelings. Again, odds are against females. Polygamous relationships maximize the species' reproductive success, and if you're maximizing a species' reproductive success, you're maximizing that species' chance of survival. If you can increase your chances of having offspring by having sex with multiple females at one time, that's what nature wants you to do. Because if you impregnate all 4 of those females, then you are going to have 4 offspring. Meanwhile, if you are faithful to one person and you're only having sex with one person, you only have one person to impregnate and only one offspring to make. So you can see how nature wants you to have sex with many people and have polygamous relationships and stuff like that, and it's even nature is against love. Nature also says in turn that monogamous relationships are very, very successful and very important for a species increasing their chances of survival, because when you're in a monogamous relationship, you're likely to have more kids and you're likely to spend more time with those children, and when that happens, you increase that children's chances of survival. So it's maybe there is hope, maybe nature is rooting for love. So there's this thing in biology called the optimal foraging model. The optimal foraging model basically says that an animal will put in as little work as possible to get what they want. We in life do that. We want to do the least amount of work to get the reward that we want. Think about it with food. If you want a cheeseburger, you're going to stand in a 2-minute line or a 3-hour line. You're going to stand in the 2-minute line because that requires less time, less energy. And so relating it back to sex and relationships, there are 2 types of people in the world. There's those who require respect and a relationship and stuff like that before they give it up, and there's others who don't and will give it up in one night, basically. If a guy can get sex putting in minimal work, he's gonna do that, right? As opposed to putting in a lot of work. It happens to the girls who require work, and I want someone who actually wants me for me and not for my stuff and stuff like that. And it's that's when things are and that's when I'm thinking, wow, I have no hope when there's so many people out here who require little work, But here's where things get tricky. Let me ask you a question. If you were assigned to go out and get 10 different things, are you going to want to go to one store that has all those 10 things, or you're going to want to go to 10 different stores to get those 10 different things, right? So now relate it back to relationships. Eventually, a guy is going to want more and more and more than just sex from a female. They're going to want a relationship. They're going to want a friend. They're going to want someone they can talk to. They're going to want someone who's going to support them. They're going to want someone who can share their success and stuff like that. That's when going to those 10 different stores to get those 10 different things is going to be completely inconvenient. And they're going to go to one store where all those things that they need are guaranteed to be there. And that's when relationships happen. That's what makes me hopeful, because eventually those females who don't require anything are going to get played out and nobody's going to want them anymore. And then that's when me and everyone else who requires respect and love and or wants that, that's when we're going to be the ones that they want. And that's when we're going to have our truth. So, like, in saying that, like, stay true to who you are. Don't do something that you wouldn't do or that you don't want to do to try and keep someone, because chances are, if they're not mature, they don't care. I watched a documentary film, which I highly recommend, on love. It was called How Will We Love? It examined the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the unique feeling of love that nothing compares to. In the documentary, it depicted couples who've been married for 50, 60, even 70 years and are truly in love and, like, elated. On the other hand, it also talked about statistics about cheating and infidelity, and how divorce is so common, and how so many people don't experience love, and how basically love doesn't last. By the time I was done the video, I didn't know whether to be hopeful or hopeless for love. I don't know, somehow, despite the rising divorce rates and the overwhelming statistics pertaining to infidelity, despite the reoccurring feelings of hurt that I feel when dealing with guys, I find myself hopeful. As I conclude this video, I don't really know what the whole point of it was. You know, when you're talking about something and then you get to the end of the story and it's like, wait, what was the point? Yeah, but I don't know, I was just really compelled to, like, share my thoughts on love and all that stuff, and I hope that you too are hopeful. You don't let past experiences or what you see in society or what you hear on the radio or the rising divorce rates or being surrounded by relationships that didn't work out deter you from love, and that you, like me, are open to experiencing love and defying the statistics. Don't let you miss out on the beautiful opportunity to become one with someone else. Sounds weird, but yeah. That's all. Have a great day, my friends.